We are back on SpongeBob Tower Defense, and we've got an absolute banger for you guys today. We're going to be going over every single hit unit in the game. They finally released enough single hit targets that we can make a full team out of it, so we do have to hit the trading lobby real quick and trade Charson. So we are here in the trading hub with Charson, and he's got every single hit unit in this game right now. We have Squawg, we have Buff Sandy, we have Karate Sandy, we have the regular Sandy, we have Karate SpongeBob, we have Lip Service, and we have Muscle Bob Buff Pants. This is every single hit unit in the game. And if you guys didn't notice, the Sandy is literally the same exact animation as the rare one, the common one. Same animation. If you guys look at it, look, the same turn. But I do not need any of the other ones. I only need 4 of these. I need Squawg, I need Karate Sandy, I need the Karate SpongeBob, and I need the Lip Service. I do already have the Muscle Bob, of course, as well as the Buff Sandy. You guys got to see that yesterday. And we're going to get to see how well that this single hit unit team is. Huge shout out to Charson for letting me borrow these units. Let's go ahead and head back to the lobby. So we're back in the lobby. Let's go ahead and go to our teams tab. We should have most of these already down, but we need to replace the ones that aren't power pattied. So I did go ahead and equip the entire team. This will be the team we're rocking: Muscle Bob Buff Pants, Buff Sandy, Squawg, Lip Service, Karate SpongeBob, and Karate Sandy. I do have to get the right traits on these things though. Only 3 of them have the right traits. I want to have Sea Bear and Secret Formula for these last 3 right here. Let's go ahead and start with the Lip, and you guys are not going to believe what I've seen with this thing. This thing is actually an underrated GOAT. We got the Sea Bear and the Secret Formula. But look at this damage, guys. 72,000 as a rare for a 0.8 SPA and 27 range. This thing might be an underrated beast. It's got more range than the Buff Sandy. It's got less cooldown, a little bit less, actually a massive lot of damage less, but still way more placements with rares than you can with legendaries. Let's go ahead and change the rest of these traits though, and then we can hop into a boss battle and we can see how well these things are doing. So we got Sea Bear and Secret Formula on the last unit. We did already get it on the Karate SpongeBob. Now we can go ahead and test the boss battles. I think this time is going to be a lot faster than you guys think. I'm going to go ahead and do a Mega Hydra Karen 1 because I have a feeling that these things are absolutely going to kill right now. So we are here on Hydra Karen 1 with all the single hit units, and look at how fast they are dropping this health bar. It looks like it's going to be about a 20-second finish for all the single hit units. We did have a little bit of lag, so I am going to run that back one more time. So what I'm noticing over here is that this animation is actually pretty quick too. Look at how fast she's attacking. This service might actually be insane. It was a 21-second finish, but I do want to test this thing against the Buff Sandy or even just the Muscle Bob. So we do have just the Lip now. Let's go ahead and load into a hash 1 and let's see how fast this thing can take it out. My guess is it's going to be actually pretty quick because this rare is like 6 or 7 unit placements. So we're here with the hash 1 and we have the Lip Service. Let's see how fast this thing is taking it out. It actually looks like it's got some pretty good damage, but it's definitely not doing Muscle Bob damage the way it attacks 3 times. So we're on the last hit, and just like that, it was about a minute playtime, a minute and 3 seconds for the Lip. So really not a bad unit for a rare unit, guys. Rare. It's crazy to think that this thing is doing it as a rare. Let's go ahead and head back to the lobby. We got some other things to test. So we're back in the lobby, and I do have to re-equip all of the single hit units, but we're going to go ahead and hop into a Con Street A, and we're going to see how far all of these single hit units can get, and of course we're going to see all of the max damages that these guys can do. Let's go ahead and go into Con Street A. We do have the full team attached. You guys got to let me know, how far do you guys think that these units are going to get? My guess is going to be 620. That is my guess. That's how far I think the single hit units are going to get. You guys let me know though, how far do you guys think? We're going to go ahead and start this up though. Let's 7x this thing and let's just get straight into it. I think the first play, like normal, is placing the Muscle Bob, and then let's go ahead and work from there. So based off of the damage numbers and all of this, the Lip Service is actually better than the Squawg now. It is way better than Squawg. Okay, maybe not. The Squawg does still have a super fast animation. Look at how fast he just doinks people. Of course, we have the Karate Sandy. We also have the Karate SpongeBob. Surprisingly, some pretty good range. And then who do we not have placed? We're missing somebody here. Oh, of course, it's probably the most broken one out of the crew. It is the Buff Sandy because this thing is an AoE. If you guys haven't seen that video, make sure to check that out. But we do have an AoE single hit target. I'm not sure how that works, but this thing just wipes out everything in the range. Let's go in order from worst to best in rarity wise. So we're going to start with the uncommon SpongeBob. It starts out at only 1000 damage, 0.5 on the SPA, and 34.4 range. Not too bad on the range. It's probably got the best range out of any of these units. If we upgrade it all the way to max, it's doing 1,680, 0.2 on the SPA, and 42.4 range. Next, we have Karate Sandy. She's doing 7,946, basically 8,000 damage, 0.4 on the SPA, and 38.7 on the range. If we go ahead and upgrade this thing all the way to max, it's actually got 47 range, so I think it is a little bit higher than the Karate SpongeBob. 10,000 damage and 0.3 on the SPA. Not actually that terrible for a unit that was like in the game at the very start. Next, we do have Lip. It starts out at 85,000 damage, 0.4 on the SPA, and 38.7 range. If we upgrade this thing all the way to max, this thing also has 47 range, 0.3 on the SPA, and 115,000 damage, guys. This thing is actually low-key a menace. Next, we do have the Muscle Bob because it did come out first. It starts out at 151,000, 0.4 on the SPA, and 25.2 range. It feels like I'm just on a broken record because I feel like I tell this damage all the time, but maxed out 205,000 damage, 0.3 on the SPA, and 31.2 range. Next, we do have Buff Sandy. She starts out at 129,000 damage, 0.5 on the SPA, and 32.3 range. If we upgrade this all the way to max, it's 174,000 damage, 0.4 on the SPA, and 39.8 range. Now remember, this thing is basically a full AoE though. Even though it says single hit, it's supposed to be a single hit, but it does full AoE damage. Last but not least, we do have the Squawk. This one's doing 84,000 damage on the dot, 0.3 on the SPA, and 23 range. If we upgrade this thing all the way to max, it's doing 129,000 damage, 0.3 on the SPA, and 27.5 range. Now, the big thing is how many of these services can we place, because I think that this might be such a game changer right here. So far, we're at 5. Can we place a 6th? We cannot. So only 5 is the limit. So we did get every unit down. Now the question is, how long is it going to take to be able to max out every single one? We're coming up on the last few upgrades. I think 150 is about how many waves we needed to upgrade this thing all the way to max, which really is not bad. Now the question is, how far are we going to get? I think we'll be back at around 400. So we're on wave 409, and as you guys can see, we're having no leak issues. Right now, they are getting a little bit out of the way when they first enter, but it's still wave 413, and there's no issues so far. So we're more than likely looking past 620, my normal guess. Maybe you guys guessed a little bit further, but I'll be back at around maybe 500 or so. It's wave 512 now, and they are starting to get a little bit further. As long as we don't have a random jump of a bunch of enemies, we should be pretty good for 600. We might be a little bit closer to my guess than I thought. So we're on wave 617. This is about where I said we were going to go down, and we're not. We got a little bit more to go. We might be leaking real soon, though. Maybe a 650 finish. So we are going to leak to this big slow anchovy, and we're going to leak to this dirty bubble. It's 645, so yeah, about a 655, 660 finish. So we do have the boss dirty bubble, but I'm pretty sure that this big slow anchovy is going to get through before I even have the chance. Oh, it was so close. Oh, we did take it out. Just barely was this Muscle Bob in range. This is the end here, though. 658 finish for the single hit targets. Oh my gosh, guys, that is actually a way better score than I could have ever thought for these. A total of 2.5 billion damage, 37 minutes on the playtime, basically 38 minutes, 568 finish, a 658 finish. Let's go ahead and head back to the lobby. I do got to get these units back to Charson, so I am going to try and do that now. Hopefully he is online and I can just go ahead and get these back to him real quick. So it does not look like Charson is on, unfortunately. So that is going to do it for today's video. If you guys did enjoy this and you guys want to see more content like this, go ahead and leave a like down below, comment and subscribe. Make sure to turn on those post notifications so you guys don't miss out on any future videos or updates. And until next time, I'll see you guys. Peace.